Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So for this video you will learn how to graph the absolute value function. So this is a basic absolute function y equals absolute function of x. In the first method I'm going to use the table value. So in this video I'm going to show you all three methods of graphing the absolute value function. So this is the first one. So here's my table value. So given that we have these x value, what is the y value of the corresponding value? So let's plug in the -2 into this function. So y equals absolute value of -2. So what is the y equals absolute value at -2? So it's equals to 2, right? So basically I just need to drop the negative sign if I see the negative value. So basically we have 2. So absolute value of -1, we have 1. Absolute value of 0, we have 0. Absolute value of 1, we have 1, right? So it's equal to the number itself. So absolute value of 2 equals to 2. So we have all this point here, and I'm start plotting this point into my left-hand portion. So -2, 2 is where located something like this. -1, 1 is located where something like this. 0, 0, right? And 1, 1, 2, 2, right? It looks something like this. And I'm going to connect points, and we got the graph looks something like this. And this thing looks like a V-shaped function. So we notice that we have a vertex at 0, 0. So this is what the function looks like. Okay, so what is the second method of graphing the absolute value function of x? So basically, this method involves reflecting the function underneath the x-axis. So if I have the portion of the function underneath x-axis, I need to reflect the portion underneath the x-axis in x-axis, and so that the function becomes positive. So let's see. So for this one, I will first graph y equals x. So basically, the graph I'm looking for is y equals x, is my straight line here. And what I need to do is to reflect this function, so this portion of the function in x-axis, and actually I just need to reflect this one in x-axis, and the function will eventually look something like this. So a lot of you guys may be asking why we need to reflect the function underneath x-axis in order to get the absolute value function. So remember, the absolute value function, we don't expect to see any negative y value. So that's why I need to reflect the underneath portion in x-axis to get the new function looks something like this. So this is a new function we are looking for, is a V-shaped function. So this is the third method. The third method, I need to rewrite the absolute value function in piecewise function format. So this is the piecewise function format for the absolute value function x. So if you don't know where this formula coming from, so please refer to my very first video on absolute value function. Okay, so let's graph this one. So remember, at this format, y equals two different things, right? So y equals x and y equals negative x. So basically, if I put these two graphs together, it doesn't look like a function. So that's why I need to restrict a domain for each function. So y equals x when x is greater or equal to 0. So what does the graph look like? So how could I draw the first piece information? So basically, I need to draw y equals x, but I'm only drawing x greater or equal to 0. So x greater or equal to 0 is at the right side, right? So basically, I just need to draw y equals x, and I just need to draw the right-hand portion. So remember, we need also to draw the negative portion, right? So y equals negative x looks something like this. And I need to take the left-hand portion, so which looks something like this. So this is y equals negative x. So a lot of you guys may assume that we need also to write the equal sign here. So please don't mess up. We don't write equal sign for two situations. We just need to write equal sign for one. So please pay attention.